What is the gravity center of a forklift? And what is the connection between the gravity center of a forklift and the load center? And why do I need to know about it? You are not alone if you are asking yourself that question, because when I started learning a forklift, I was in the class and I asked myself, why do I need to know all this? Gravity center, load center, and the connection. In this video, I will answer those questions for you, because the gravity center of a forklift and the load center are one of the causes of most of the accidents while picking a load. When you ignore the gravity center, the movement of the gravity center of a forklift and the load center, you will find yourself in a lot of accidents. So on this video, I'll do my best to explain you practically on how the gravity center of the forklift move and how is it connected with the load center, and the reason why there is more accident when you don't know about the gravity center. This video is very important for you. Take your time, listen to it, and then you get value. Okay, this is our forklift here. Our forklift today is electrical forklift that works with battery. It's class 4 forklift. That means it works with battery. And then we have a load here. So we'll be using the gravity center of a forklift, and we will be connecting with the influence of the load center with the gravity center. So in a forklift like this, of this class, this is class 4 forklift, where is generally the gravity center when it's parked? It's usually here. So when the forklift is parked, the gravity center is usually here. Just a little bit in front of the rear wheel, right here. That usually is the gravity center when it's parked. But when the forklift is moving, the gravity center moves with the load. Remember I said class 4 forklift as this one, the gravity center when it's parked is just around this part here. Just mean little bit in front of the rear wheel, right here, where the ball is. Now, when the forklift is in action, or the forklift is active, or you are busy using your forklift to pick a load, the gravity center of your forklift changes. How does it change? When you pick a load there, your gravity center will move based on the weight of the load you are carrying. When you drop the load and you park, the gravity center of your forklift come back. So, why the gravity center move? It's because your movement and the load influence the way the gravity center move of your forklift. So, let's say I'm having a load there I will be picking right now. You will see how the gravity center will move. You move until it gets here. So that's how the movement of the gravity center works. And when you park, the gravity center will get back to its normal position. So now, what happens when I pick a load? Let's see that. I'll try to lift up that load, and I will demonstrate on how the gravity center will move. Right now, I assume that I'm picking a load. As you can see, this is the load, and this is the load center. As we have made a video about the load center, you can go and watch that video. So this is the load center over here where I put. So you have the definition of the load center on the other video. So I'll push the load center bit further here. So that means I'll try to push these tires so that the load center will shift. The load center will shift because I have pushed the tire here. So as you can see, that means this part here has become the heaviest part of my load. Now, that means that because the heavier parts of my load have shifted, my gravity center, the gravity center of my forklift will shift further. So what will happen is that you find that the gravity center from here, when it's parked, the gravity center will move until here. So because the load center have shifted, yes, as you can see, the load center have shifted, the gravity center also have moved forward. It will be here. What does mean? It simply means that the load center is influencing, it simply means that the load center is influencing the way your forklift behaves. If your forklift is heavier this part, that means your gravity center will be moving forward. The gravity center will be moving forward until it reaches on the point where your forklift can tip over. So let me demonstrate that. So imagine yourself. I put more weight here. Give me a second. So more weight here as I'm putting. That means, and let's assume that this weight here is heavier than my forklift, because the capacity of my forklift, we saw it last time, is 3,900 pounds. We saw it, we read it last time. It's 3,900 pounds. So there's a video about that. You can watch that video about plate and the load center. So let's say I have now loaded more than 3,900 pounds. My forklift is 3,900 pounds. I have loaded, I'm trying to pick a load that is more than 3,900 pounds. What will happen is that the gravity center, when it's parked, is here. If I'm trying to pick a load is more than 3,900 pounds, higher than the capacity of my forklift, the gravity center will move, and you find yourself here. So when your gravity center finds itself in front of the wheel, what do you think will happen? I'm giving you 3 seconds to answer. If, I repeat, I'm picking a load that is higher than the capacity of my forklift, and then, as I said, the gravity center have moved and then find itself here in front of the wheel. What will happen with your forklift? The answer is that because the gravity center have moved in front of your wheel, because the load center have moved forward and is heavier than my forklift, you'll probably be in accident. Of course, your forklift will tip over. Because the gravity center have moved, because of the command of the load has become heavier over there, and then the gravity center have shifted, and then your load have created imbalance. Now, when we are talking about the gravity center, let's talk about the counterbalance. This is the counterbalance, including this battery. This counterbalance is what helps us to pick a load. Without the counterbalance of this, we cannot be able to pick a load. The reason why we are saying the gravity center when the forklift is parked is over here is because the gravity center is almost the middle of this counterbalance. So this whole huge thing, his middle is what we are calling the gravity center. So now imagine that when you park, you are almost in the middle of this heavy load that helps us to pick a load. Now, if the load is becoming heavier, more heavier than this, of course, the gravity center will move. So Therefore, because this load is not able to support, to resist, to create equilibrium with the heaviest load that is over there, you will find yourself in accident. Therefore, your forklift will tip over in front. So that's the importance of the counterbalance, the load center, and the gravity center. So the gravity center of the forklift. So the reason why you see this ball, don't worry about it. I'm a failed soccer player. I tried to play and I didn't make it. So when I wanted to demonstrate the load, the gravity center or the load center, I thought about the ball so that at least the whole memory can come back. That's why I'm using this. So, but in general, that's how the gravity center works. It shifts from one point to another point based on the behavior and the capacity, the weight of your load. Imagine yourself not knowing how the forklift behave, the gravity center behave, and you go and pick a load that is above the counterweight, above the capacity of your forklift. Of course, you'll find yourself in accident. We don't want you to become a physician. You don't want to know all about the physics of gravity center, mathematics. The only thing you need to understand as a forklift operator is you need to put in your mind that the gravity center of a forklift changes based on your movement, based on the load you are picking, and based on the speed you are even having. So, when you pack a load, when you pack your forklift, your gravity center is here. Yes, it's around here. Even without load, when you start driving your forklift, and if you are on speed, your gravity center will start shifting. Based on how you are acting. So, don't think it's only with the weight, it's only with your load. If you are driving a forklift and you are going on speed, you need to know that your gravity center will still be impacted. It will be shifting. That's one point. So now I will go and demonstrate how the gravity center, the load center, impact what we call the stability triangle. We will go to that part. Share and subscribe. Join our mail list. See you another time.